Hello, and welcome to my channel. Hey everyone, welcome back to Andrew's Wizardly Reviews, and as always, I'm Andrew. And today we are going to be covering the Farseer trilogy. This is the series wrap-up. Now, unfortunately, when I started this channel, I was knee-deep in about 4 or 5 series, so I will be having a lot of wrap-ups here for a little bit. Now, before we get into this fantastic series, I do want to announce that I have partnered with my book brother, NikosBookReviews, to have a Discord. Basically, everybody was asking me when I launched the channel, are you going to have a Discord? Are you going to have the Discord? And I was like, man, I'm happiest here in Nico's Discord. And Nico listened, he goes, you know what? We're both booktubers. Why don't we share it? Let's rebrand the Discord and name it the Wizardly Duo Discord. So, if you go down into the description below, there will be a link into that Discord. Feel free to drop in and chat with us. All right, moving right along. Now, I'm going to do a little bit of a sales job here before I get into the actual books. I cannot talk enough about these illustrated editions. Do yourself a favor. If you're going to read the Farseer trilogy, go ahead and spring for the illustrated editions. I had one friend just ask me if he should be getting the illustrated editions over the mass market paperbacks. I said absolutely. It is a bit of an ask for something if you haven't read it. It's about $91 for all three. But for what you get for that, I mean, solid book. You've got no slipcover that you've got to worry about creasing or tearing. You got fantastic artwork. Let me just see if the illustrator is just fantastic. It's the same illustrator for all three. I'll put her name in the description down below. She is absolutely amazing. Actually, her name is Mageli Villeneue, and I feel like I just butchered your name, so I am incredibly sorry, but you are an amazing illustrator. Each book just feels fantastic in the hand. Your paper's amazing. You've got great margins, great line spacing, a very readable font. Each of your chapters starts out with this colored border, and you've got scroll work. They're gorgeous, and they don't really break the bank. That said, what is Farseer about? Farseer follows Fitz. Fitz is the illegitimate son of Chivalry Farseer, the king-in-waiting for these 6 duchies. Essentially, the series starts out where his maternal grandfather is dropping him off saying, he's not going to eat from my table anymore. He's your illegitimate son. You pay for him. And from then on, Fitz is in the keep of the 6 duchies kingdom. He stays at Buckkeep Castle and just is raised there. This whole trilogy takes place over, not counting the last 2 chapters of Assassin's Quest, I believe 16 years. So these 3 books takes place over 16 years. The majority of that's going to be here in Assassin's Apprentice, which is the shortest book of the 3. A quick critique, if you're expecting a lot of assassinations, I feel like the series is probably named incorrectly. He's not really much of an assassin. He does carry out assassinations from time to time, but really what this series is it's just a character study into Fitz Chivalry Farseer, which is his full given name. We follow him through his trials and tribulations from basically what ended up happening is in the past, the 6 duchies did not get along with the Out Islanders, and the Out Islanders are coming back for revenge, and they are taking people, and they are basically removing their souls. So all that these people are left with is just their baser instincts. These people live in the moment. They feel nothing. They don't sympathize. If they're hungry, they'll eat the food off of your back. If they're they'll eat the food out of your hand. If they're cold, they'll take the shirt off your back. you know, just very carnal, in the moment beings. And the whole Six Duchies kind of fails to answer the call to repel these people. They're just ill-equipped to do it. They're caught kind of flat-footed, and the whole series kind of deals with the ramifications of being caught flat-footed. They don't have the resources. They don't have the ships. These people are raiding in boats. So, you know, they have to figure out how to acquire ships. Is that done through marriage? Is that done through just, you know, raiding their ships and taking their ships? All of that is what is put into this Farseer trilogy. The magic system is kind of interesting. I feel like it is a hard magic system, but there's no one to explain to you how that magic system works. There's two main uses of magic, and Fitz actually has both of them. You've got the skill, which is the kind of Six Duchies royal magic, where you can kind of communicate with people, you can transport your soul to these other places, you can command people to do something, you can ensure somebody's loyalty to the point of fanaticism. You can... God, there's so much the skill does. They don't really tell you what the skill can't do. The problem is there are no masters of the skill left. So we never really learn. I mean, there are people who are proficient, but we never really learn what it can do. Now, before I continue on further with that thought...
Alright, quick editing cut in. I realized that I said there were two types of magic. I forgot to mention one. It is called the wit. It is beast magic. Basically, you will get to understand the inner thoughts and feelings of one specific animal. It also gives you an affiliation with other animals to trust you more. So that was the second one that I forgot to add. So carry on.
This is only the first trilogy in 3 that pertain to Fitz. In the wider series, the realm of the Elderlings, essentially it goes Farseer, which follows Fitz. There's the Live Ship Traders, which does not follow Fitz. Then it is the Tawny Man trilogy, which picks up, I believe, 10 years after the end of Assassin's Quest, or maybe 5 years after the end of Assassin's Quest. Then it goes to Reign Wild, which does not follow Fitz. And then it comes back and ends Fitz's story with Fitz in the Fool. So all in all, in the realm of the Elderlings, there are 16 books. Now, in each book, what I really love about this series is we really get to watch Fitz grow. But Fitz doesn't really have a happy life. I would say the whole tone of the series is a bit melancholy. With a through line of hope. There's always the line of hope of maybe this will happen. Maybe this will happen. If this happens, then this will happen. So you never really lose. There are some desperate situations where, you know, oh, there is no hope, but maybe just a glimmer here and there. What I really loved about it is Book 3 explained so much of Book 1 and Book 2. Because, honestly, you are watching Fitz grow up. Fitz is going to make mistakes. He's going to be petulant. He's going to be argumentative. He's going to think he knows best. We were all teenagers. We all know how that works. Dad, I'm sorry. Anyway, moving on. I feel like I had to put that out there because don't we all owe our parents an apology for our teenage years? But basically, in Book 3, Fitz loses it all. And he's really got to grow up. And he kind of gets dragged to grow up, kicking and screaming. And over the course of the year that this book takes place, you see him have some false starts, you know. He still acts impetuous, he still acts like a child. But over the course of the book, he realizes that he has had things pretty easy to what he could have had, and that he did in fact need to grow up, that he did make some very bad decisions, and by the end of the book, you know, Fitz is a man. he has gone from a boy to a man in a relatively short amount of time. Basically because he was seeing it through just rose-colored glasses. He didn't understand, you know, he thought that he was being restrained, he thought that he was being oppressed, he thought he was being kept down. And really he had been given the world and he squandered it all. He didn't listen to his elders. And really everything that has happened is of his own doing. And we get a lot of that resolved. It ends on a fairly happy note. Well, happy's the wrong word. It ends on a very good note. To where it is definitely pulling me through into the next series, which I've got on the way. Honestly, I am reading live ship over at Megan's Reading Revelations. I will go ahead and link her channel down below in the description. She's an amazing content creator. She is doing the live ship traders read along through March, April, and May, and I am so excited to be a part of it. So that's kind of the brunt of the Farseer. I combined live ship and Farseer. The Farseer trilogy. So go ahead and hit the description and click on into the Discord if you want to talk books, if you want to just hang out, and if you just want to chat. I'd love to have you there. Like and subscribe. Until next time, stay magical. Peace out.